О, новости. Ту-ту-ту-ту-ту-ту. Шесть игр отставания, ебанись. 31 нападение против 32 нападения. Вот это рубка будет. Так, комментаторов потише. Блять. А это мне надо... Сука. Это надо в настройки. Game Options. Нет, я, блядь, даже хуй знаю, где это искать. Нет, типа аудио должно быть. Volume control. Комментаторы. Может, и краудвелем еще убавить немножко. Так. Еще хотел посмотреть. Сейчас трансляция идет. Go. Турурурум. Турурум. Ну. Или не go? Go. Так. Color Rush нам не везет. Больше играть не будем. Виноват во всем Color Rush, я знаю. Пожелаем маги хорошей игры. Как он тщательно выбирает. Run Heavy. Питтсбургом против меня. Хорошо. Хорошо. 31-е нападение против 32-го нападения встречаются в
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They turn to Harris to begin the drive.
Давай. Отлично.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, they're a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It's a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Steelers in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0.
Да, блядь. Я ж на дальнего кидал. Иди сначала, красавчик. Я кидал на дальнего, а он кидает на ближнего. Я не блядь. Наверное, я что-нибудь не заметил.
I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 7-9.
Дальний влево. Ты влево, я нажал.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Вот это можно попробовать.
Take it in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Прекрасный пас. Прекрасный пас.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout it, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need.
Ну, флаг, конечно, мне, да? Ну, конечно. Ну, кому же еще может быть флаг, когда у меня в кои-то веке прошел нормальный пас? Блять, я люблю эту игру. Это просто лучшая игра, которая только есть на этой планете. Блять, как же жалко, что этот сейф не сдох, а?
Harris running straight ahead. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30. Well, it's impossible to see the Raiders and Steelers in Pittsburgh and not think of our namesake, the late, great John Madden, and the immaculate reception game which celebrated its 50th
точно, это же
anniversary
МКВ
yesterday.
ресепшн
It was
отмечали.
December
Да.
22nd, 1972. So this game, a
Самый
nice
мощный.
little nod from the schedule makers, no doubt. And the Raiders have gotten a little bit of revenge in recent years. They've won 4 out of 5 and have a 17-13 all-time advantage in the series. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Abdullah to return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
One down.
They'll begin on the
Да,
ground with
блядь.
Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Carr now on first down. And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Carr going to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Throwing on first down is Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
29. 6-18.
Now Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it first and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone, Graham has punted out of the house. Grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Так. Я спросил у коуча. Коуч не выполнил. Что я говорю?
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw, Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickett. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3-8.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Да, блядь! А, принял, что ли? А, нет, судья молодец, я с тобой абсолютно согласен. Все по делу. Все по делу, да. Чистый прием, это очевидно было. Это было очевидно.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up
defensively.
Pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ну блин, ну нам продвез кое-что веки.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here.
Да, блять, я кнопки опять перепутал. Ну я нажимал с другого ресивера, блять.
That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Ну какой, блядь... Пизду, блядь.
Last time they were able to churn some clock, they got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game.
Сука.
Post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams.
Не надо на меня смотреть, идите, отдыхайте. Вам хорошо было без этого говна. Я дебил, который путает кнопки. Выбирает не те скиллы.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here comes Jacobs.
Ну, конечно, блядь. Ну, конечно, блядь. 4 человека, он прорывает.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
What now?
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On play action, now Carr.
Бля, чуть-чуть не перехватил.
Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro.
Ну, блядь, ну как он... Блядь, твою мать, а! Вместо 1 ярда 9. Ну что за хуйня? Да. У меня там один зритель, но он, наверное, уже ливный. Не, ливный. Правильно сделал.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with James.
И проползает.
Picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. Looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. 83 yards rushing for him now to this point. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Block the ball of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin.
Вот это пас! Вот это пас! Вот это пас! Ну вы пасите пиво, я засну тогда. Ну это действительно был хороший пас. А? Сейчас посмотрим. Можно одну комбинацию сыграть, а я не ту выбрал. Он взял по-моему. Я дебил. Я дебил. Я нажимал же тайм-аут. У меня тайм-аут не нажался. Я не знаю, что я сделал вместо этого.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Пизду, блин. Вот теперь я совсем не понял.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Here's Austin. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth, for the Steeler first. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Pickett to throw on first down. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each
почему ты мимо пробежал? Почему ты пробежал мимо?
That play reminded me a lot of a former
Они заблокировали там
trash
зону.
man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Откроешь, пожалуйста. Я не видел просто.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown.
Ну не в сухую. Но я еще в прошлом должен был... Ладно.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Да. Защитка. Ребят, ну пожалуйста, может вы сыграете, а? Ну вам же надо разочек себе постараться. Я же знаю, вы можете. Это 32-е нападение. 32-е нападение.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Молодцы. Молодцы.
And they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the
officials to replace the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Но когда ты так орешь, не слышишь.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking
for him. Dropped it. Ну зачем ты дропнул?
Now 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. They should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett. He finds Austin complete. And they're able to get across
На другой стороне, либо перехват, либо 20 ярдов. Да.
Give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ну, я не это имел в виду, когда нам говорил некуда спешить.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly
Корнеры хороши против чего?
Sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
Тренер мой выпускает.
They gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. He's got this to Pickett.
Примерно против этого, наверное. Корнеры. Так.
To move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, that was well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Pickett.
Да что это было, блядь? Да, блядь, друзья, ну это пиздец. Это просто пиздец. А? Не, ну это пиздец. Такого я еще не видел в этой игре.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end fire move.
Я, конечно, сейчас хуйню бросал, но, блядь, надо иногда бросить хуйню. Я понимаю, что я бросал хуйню, но я ее целенаправленно бросал. Либо пан, либо пропал. В прошлый раз мне повезло, и что я после этого сделал? Правильно, бросил перехват. В этот раз мне повезло, посмотрим, что из этого получится. Чтобы не бросить, не дай бог, перехват. Не случается. Блядь, ну что ты делаешь, а? Ну, блядь, придется бросать перехват.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end flyer move right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Хотя, блядь, ну вот если он откроется, ну что, в него не играть, что ли? Это первый даун.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Так, заранее извиняюсь перед Магой, но нам надо выигрывать.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Pickett going to keep it himself. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
Да, хуйня получилась.
Quarterback sneak, no gain. Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Прости, Мага, заранее просто. А, нет, а может не прости, может и нет. Обхел. Но мне надо выигрывать эту игру. 2 подряд, конечно, всякие кружки. Я сыграл 2 такие штуки, которые у нас очень не любят подряд, но надо выиграть. Чтобы выиграть. Ну или хотя бы поменьше счет. Причем Леха все время не орет. Играет фейк, я обычно не играю. Тут решил, а что бы не сыграть? Написал Лехе благодарности за то, что он меня все время пиздил за то, что я не играю в фейки.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 24, Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that,
Так, 3-3, друзья. 3-3, давайте думать, давайте думать. 3-3.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Ты же не будешь разыгрывать со своих 28? Мага. А, Мага. Ну, 4-й 3.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ну что же. Начинаем как менеджмент играть.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what, you drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
Ну как ты? Ну зачем ты?
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Пускай Мага сам забивает.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Так, ветер туда. Ну, надо попробовать. 29, да?
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
Как мисхитит, если я нормально пробивал? Блять! Почему мисхитит?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Я не понимаю, почему пант не прошел.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Oh,
Да.
it's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by the
Вот. Я не буду играть в пас. Даже в этой ситуации я не буду, я понимаю, что там близко. Я не буду играть в пас. Не буду.
Defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Вот сейчас лучше не ходить. Сейчас совсем лучше не ходить.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Первый? Ну, бля. Мне плевать. Я просил не ходить. Я не могу молчать. Я говорил, надо клубнику взять. Она, видишь, сливки взяла. А там клубника хорошая была. Ну, я же не знал, что его с 3 дня слив. Давайте, друзья, очень critical third down. Друзья, пожалуйста, давайте мы пройдем 1 ярд. 1 супер ярд. Не прошло. Ой, зря я 3 играл, конечно, надо было поменять. Я же видел, что он... Это тоже inaccurate punt? Или как ты там его называешь? Отлично. 15 ярд. Ну надо было, конечно, первый даун заносить. Коуч, давай именно будет. Еще кто-то играть. Пожалуйста. Давай ты мне поможешь. Я руками вообще. Можно просто смотреть футбол? Вообще не понимаю. Можно?
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Блядь, где вы, мои болельщики, когда вам мне так нужны?
Expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing his car.
Да.
Да.
Наконец. Наконец. Я сейчас промажу еще. Причем я не знаю, зачем я сейчас... А зачем я вышел на это? Не, просто надо было не заносить тачдаун, а упасть, и все, я выиграл игру. А я решил занести тачдаун. Я сейчас очень тупо сыграл. Опять. Это весь день сегодня.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Carr to throw. On the move to his left. Gets this to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this across the 40. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Carr. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. We've got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Но все равно ты молодец. Что у нас в Никеле?
Now Carr, gotta have this one. He's gonna have his running back. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45.
Зачем я тогда занес точно? Зачем?
At least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. To throw, Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. And 1 second remains. They just do squeak it in time.
Одна секунда. Бля, это за охуенный сценарий, конечно, сейчас происходит.
One final try now for Carr. And this is going to be Carr.
Блять!
Play a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
We'll break down the touchdown later.
да.
It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play.
Зачем я занес ебучий тачдаун?
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is in. The play works, and we are headed to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game,
Да.
and they don't get the 2-point try. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head scratcher.
Зачем я занес ебучий тачдаун?
In our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams. Has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for two, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Наконец тренер пришел, блядь. Где вы были? 8 лет.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. First throw of overtime for Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Carr fighting his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once again, it's Jacobs. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially for a
Мам, дай, пожалуйста,
position
еще
here,
бутылку
but you're
пива.
so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. offense here, about ready for their next drive. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we'll see what Pickett can do here at OT. They'll roll him out right.
Что, блядь?
Picked off by Brown.
Кенни. Ну я на ходу кидал самуда. На ходу зачем-то кидал.
Certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception. I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up the 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
93.
Carr now to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. And the Steelers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Well, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal, coming back the other way.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. Oh,
Как?
intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take
Блядь, ну это же всегда проходило, блядь.
Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we are going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and put one through the post so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've said it multiple times. That's all it takes right now. 3 to win it. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Все сразу понабежали ракет. Слушайте, идите нахуй, не будет вам ракет.
Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Да мне бы жопу свою заморозить сначала.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
С 12 ярдов можно из заморозки попасть.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
Ну, фамбл, ну, пожалуйста, ну, мода ночи.
And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this one a victory for the Raiders. So for Las Vegas, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to